Welcome to Spotlight. My name is Olav Carter. I'm here with Andrew Bensch. He is a student in North Hills. He's a junior this year. He's in NHTV alongside me, actually. We are interviewing you today because recently you joined the Westview Council.
I did.
So I know you're heavily involved in the announcements. Do you have any fun stories or experiences from that, just to start us off?
Oh, man. Probably not necessarily something that happened on the announcements, but some of the intros we've made, like we have one where we replicated the San Andreas video game intro, and in the announcements, you were in it.
I was in, yeah.
Yeah, we replicated. That's probably one of the more fun things. And the NHTV is really, really fun to do.
Could you explain a little bit about that?
The NHTV?
Yeah.
Well, what we did is I kind of asked around to people like my parents, Mr. Blismo, to kind of get a feel for what videos were actually popular back in the day, and I just compiled a large list of videos, and on the last day of school we aired it for about 2.5 hours, just videos all day like MTV was back in the day.
Awesome. So with your very in-depth involvement in the announcements and television production and filmmaking classes in North Hills, do you plan on going into anything involving this kind of stuff after high school?
Yes, I would like to. I don't know exactly where I want to go, but I know I want to do something related to film and video, TV production, something along those lines.
Interesting. Do you have like a list of colleges or anything planned out?
So far I've been looking at CMU, Drexel, Syracuse, Point Park, Kent, just a few.
Nice.
I haven't made it to any decisions yet.
How are your experiences so far in North Hills? So far as teachers, other students?
I've had some pretty phenomenal teachers in 3 years. I'm not even a senior yet, but I've had a lot of memorable moments with some teachers. I mean, I started a club with Mr. DeWeese, Mr. Blismo, great guy. Miss Washington is memorable, just her class in general.
In addition to your involvement in NHTV, as I mentioned earlier, you're involved in Westview Council. So why did you decide to join this or apply to it, as Mr. Hosa would say?
Well, Mr. Hosa had brought it up to me last year, and I said I would be interested in doing it. And he approached me again this year, saying I needed to do an interview. I said I'd be happy to come in. And I was interviewed by him and Dr. Barkovich, and they had a short, like a period of time where they had a few interviews, so they were seeing how everybody else did in their interviews, and they let me know that I was picked to be on the council.
In joining Westview Council, what do you hope to accomplish with it? What kind of effect do you hope to have on your community?
I just hope to personally have a better understanding of local government, and to also maybe show that anybody can come to the council meetings and be involved. You don't have to be a specific age. You could come right now and go and talk at a council meeting about an issue that in your community. Anybody can participate.
Now, I'm personally involved in the school board meetings, as you know. Beforehand, I didn't exactly know what I would be doing. Did you experience the same kind of thing? Like, what kind of things do you do at the school board meetings? Or the Westview Council meetings?
They told me what I'd be doing, but I hadn't experienced it yet. But what they basically have us do is, me and my other council person, Michelle, we kind of switch on and off we give a report about things going on in the district that month. So for the March meeting, we'll give things that are happening or maybe just happened that are pretty important. And we switch off, so from month to month, I'll say the report, or she'll say the report, and they'll also have us read some resolutions. Like if they're voting on a resolution, they'll have us read the summaries of the resolution. So we get to participate not only in giving the report, but also in the meeting itself.
Awesome. Do you think you've gotten a greater understanding of local government because of this?
Yes, because Before, I'd only been to one council meeting, but you definitely see how, like, decisions that are being made, and most people don't even know about it. Because there's not really that many people that come to the council meetings, only when there's an issue that they know about, like if there's, drainage issues or animal problems, they'll come so you definitely get to know what's going on in your community a little more.
I would have to agree. Now, I personally know that these meetings can be very long and very slow depending on the agenda. What kind of things do you tend to do, whether in your mind or just fidgeting with your hands or something during the meetings, just to put your mind at ease?
I would never fidget with my hands. I don't know, usually I try to pay attention and just, I'll think about other things. I can't, your mind kind of wanders and you'll think about things. But I usually do try to pay attention, and they give you they give us a little packet of the agenda and some of the items in it. So I'll read through them and look at the there's a calendar, so I'll look at the calendar and see what's coming up.
Okay, so my final question for you today is, how do you plan on inspiring greatness in the students and people throughout your community by joining Westview Council?
I think I said it earlier, but again, I would just, inspire greatness by encouraging people to not be afraid to go to the council meetings. If there's an issue that they feel strongly about, go to the council meetings, talk to them, and contact them outside of council if you need to. Be aware of what's going on in your community in general, because again, not a lot of people are, and it doesn't hurt to just know things that are happening in your community so you can be better aware.
Well, fantastic. It's been a pleasure having you, Andrew.
Always
Thanks
a
for
pleasure.
coming on the show.
Of course.
And I'm sure soon you're going to be interviewing me or something. I'll see you later.